It's Madden NFL 20.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
So here come the Bills with excellent field position to get things started. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
It was really sudden after the first play picked off. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Fowler. And this one complete to Smith. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Again, it's Pierce, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Fowler. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. This is a 26-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more. Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And the numbers for Gibbs from last week,
just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total scary. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll go again with Gibbs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essential.
Touchdown! Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Escapes the defender. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Looking to throw. Anderson. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Quentin Johnston
from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves you.
Pierce has it knocked loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Fowler. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Finds Johnston. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throw right side complete to Carter. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw is Anderson. To throw on 3rd down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And his kick is indeed good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
On 1st down, Fowler.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Here's Anderson to throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Anderson now on third down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And off now to Gibbs.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
Stays on his feet. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
28-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And the Bills' first down.
Throwing on first down. Fowler. And that'll be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fowler.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Anderson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Quentin Johnston with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fowler. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And the Bills first down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Pineda. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 29. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Algier will try to pick it up.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Anderson.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Anderson. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Anderson going underneath. Gibbs has it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, Anderson.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
Back to throw. Anderson. And he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Looking to throw. Anderson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Quentin Johnston
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Back to throw. Fowler
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Handoff right side to Pierce. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Now Anderson looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Anderson to throw on 2nd down.
Pass hauled in by Johnston. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is touchdown Colts from 13 yards out.
And the Colts have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Looking to throw. Fowler
gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Fowler. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there.
70 yards. And the Bills are able to claw one back.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
To throw is Anderson on 1st and 10.
He's across midfield.
And down to the 29-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
On the give, here's Gibbs. 147 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Operating from the gun, Anderson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Off the play fake, Anderson. He gets it to Thomas.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And the Bills first down.
On 1st and 10, Fowler over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Fowler swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Back to throw. Anderson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On first down, Anderson.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now Anderson.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Throwing on first down. Fowler. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fowler. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, Fowler. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Off play action. Fowler. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work.
And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this